The cricketing calendar is all set to get cramped in 2025 and 2026 because the Australia tour, which many people were anticipating, the dates have been announced for the Indian men's cricket team and the India women's cricket team. Now, India are going to kickstart a blockbuster summer when you have to look at it in Australia, because this is the year for the Ashes. The 5-test Ashes series between Australia and England is going to take place down under and will begin from November. But prior to that, India is going to start the Australian campaign, and when you look at it, mark these dates in your calendar, because from October to November, if you are an India cricket fan, you will want these dates. India are going to kickstart the Australia tour with 3 ODIs. The first ODI will take place on October 19th at the Optus Stadium in Perth. The second ODI on October 23 will take place in Adelaide. And October 25 will see the third ODI in Sydney. So, 3 different cities you are going to see the ODIs take place. But the T20I calendar is one that is very, very surprising, and you are going to see it being played in 5 more cities, which means 8 matches, 8 cities. October 29th, the first T20I will take place at the Manuka Oval in Canberra. October 31, the second T20I will take place at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. The third T20I, November 2, will take place in Hobart. When was the last time India had played a T20I in Hobart? Never. And it is a shame that Virat Kohli will not be back at the venue where he had his greatest act yet. So November 2, the third T20I will take place in Hobart. The fourth T20I will take place in Gold Coast. For the first time, India will be playing in these 2 stadiums in Hobart and Gold Coast when you look at T20Is. Gold Coast, they have never played a T20I ever. So India is going to highlight that on November 6th, followed by the last T20I on November 8th in Brisbane. So from October 29 to November 8, you are going to see the T20Is being played. Prior to that, you're going to see from October 19 to October 25, you will see the 3 ODIs also that happen. So that is the India tour of Australia when you look at the men's schedule. Just taking a look at the female schedule. Now, India's women's team are also going to travel to Australia in 2026. Now, what is going to be that schedule? February 15th, you're going to see the first T20I take place in Sydney. Then you're going to see on February 19th, the second T20I in Canberra, followed by the last T20I in Adelaide. So Sydney, Canberra, Adelaide will see the 3 T20Is for the women's team. But this time the women's team are going on a full tour, which means they'll play all the formats. February 24th, you'll see the first ODI. These are all 26 dates, remember. February 2026. First ODI will happen at the Allan Border Field in Brisbane. February 26th, the second ODI will take place in Hobart, followed by the March 1 third ODI that will take place not at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, most likely it is Junction Oval. Then the test series will begin, the one-off test match on March 6th and 9th. Waka, Perth. It's a day-nighter. So India will finish their tour with a day-night test match at the Waka. So in that way, women's cricket is also going to see the India women's team will also play their entire format tours in different cities. Brisbane, Hobart, Melbourne, Perth, Adelaide, Canberra, Sydney. Every venue in Australia is going to be utilized. Darwin and Cairns is also going to be used for the South Africa series as well. South Africa are going to play 3 T20Is and 3 ODIs. So that will take place in Cairns and Darwin. And then you're going to see India, England and India women's team also reach Australia. So it's a blockbuster calendar that we are seeing in October to February when you have to look at down under. The Ashes will also have center stage, but India's tour there, 8 matches, 8 venues, 20 days. It's going to be a blockbuster. So mark these dates in your calendar. October is going to be really packed indeed. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.